it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the gang now. Dear hero with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the hill. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out I need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah. In the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
31-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In tight and knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage.
Football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, this is Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
We always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shakir, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to reach.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hard throw, incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Seahawks.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the 29.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. To throw again is Wilson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down, here's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, where the ball's arriving and there's a defender there. He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vincent Mayoa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's out of bounds at the
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
They run again with Carson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
On 1st down, Carson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I'm just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The Seahawks 3-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come up for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defender.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the...
She back got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LA.